Hey moms, if you think you don't have any time to work out in the morning or during your work day, or dads too, I guess, we've got some news for you. You might want to listen up. Grab your weights or your cans of soup if you don't have any. We've got plenty of tips to include in your morning coming up next.
Troy and Gabriella. Work this out. We were working out this morning.
They broke up. Troy and Gabriella broke up. They were together in real life.
Yeah, a long time ago they did.
Yeah.
Also, there was a live shot of Interstate 25 out in Colorado where they're battling the blizzard conditions, so they got some stuff to work out as well this morning. We all have busy lives, balancing kids, work or school or whatnot, so is it possible to squeeze in a workout as well?
Well, Lindsay Boach, she definitely has answers for us. She is joining us live this morning from Advanced Fitness. Lindsay, what do you have for us today?
Yeah, good morning, guys. I just have to say that you two both know way too much about High School Musical too, for that. High School Musical for that matter too.
Just wait
know
someday.
nothing. All I know Zac Efron was in it. That's about it. But yes, if you think that you do not have enough time in your morning to get in a good workout, we have a few quick and easy tips for you. It's as easy as using your countertop, even cans of soup that you have in your kitchen. I'm joined right now by Ann Rupert, who is a certified personal trainer. What's the first thing that we're going to talk about?
First, we're going to talk about how you can take a busy life and add a workout in. And it only can take 5 minutes. Easy to squeeze in, especially when you're busy and you work and you have kids. Getting up maybe 5 or 10 minutes early. You could run stairs, get some cardio in. You can do your push-ups on countertops. You can do push-ups on your stairs. You can also add in some jumping jacks, dumbbell rows, and some high knees or running in place. And if you take those 5 things and you do those 30 seconds a piece and you go through it twice, you've got a 5-minute workout.
Without leaving the gym, without changing your clothes, without doing any extra effort like that, you can do it in your pajamas. So let's do the first exercise that you have where you can use weights, cans, whatever you want.
Sure. So you've run the stairs for 30 seconds. You come back upstairs. You're going to grab some light weights, some cans of soup, anything that has a little bit of resistance, and you're going to do some bicep curls.
Okay, and so
a bicep curl would be just this very simple curling up and back down. Then you're probably going to want to go and do another 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Get your heart rate back up. You can go ahead and take those light dumbbells again or cans of soup, and you can do some back rows. So back rows would be just like so.
And that works your back?
Your back, yes, absolutely. And then you want to get back into the cardio and do some high knees or running in place. And you can repeat that again for 30 seconds, and you've got a 5-minute workout.
And if you want to do that twice, then you have 10 minutes. Depending on how much time you have, you can alter that. Even putting, like I was talking to you earlier, putting your toast in your toaster and then doing some push-ups on the countertop. Also, you have a resistance band here.
We do have a resistance band. So if you don't have weights and you happen to have a resistance band, you can use this to create some resistance when you do your bicep curls.
And I've seen these before, but people might not know where to get them. Where can you find these?
You can get these all over Quincy. You can order them online, but you can just go to any local retail store. They will have these. Any fitness store, athletic store.
And why is it so important to jumpstart your morning with these?
I think it's important because busy moms don't take enough time for themselves, and they put it off, and it's so worth being healthy and fit and feel good about yourself when you're having to be pulled in so many directions at work and with kids.
All right, thank you very much, Ann. So we've kicked off your morning. Whether you're going to work throughout the day and you have a lunch break, we've got some tips for that, and some tips for when you're cooking dinner at home as well. Those are coming up later on in the show.
Awesome. I feel like I should have been doing some push-ups here on the desk. All right. Yeah. Lily, if you can take the computer, we have push-up ready to go.
Here we go.
Here she is working out in between in commercials. Don't you just love technology? Look at her go.
And she said,
what did you
is it bad I'm working up a sweat?
I mean, you felt a burn, right?
Yeah.
I did about 25 push-ups during the commercial break, and I feel my biceps are a little stiff right now. And I got a little warm, so I want my next workout.
That's
Lindsay,
a good thing. Lindsay texted me and says you can also do some clinches while you're sitting.
Okay, do what?
Clinches.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So
if you see us going up and down, I'll show.
I'm not going to videotape that. She can just do that, and we'll just.
Please don't videotape that.
Listen up, moms. If you're at home and you have a baby, this is going to be our pretend baby. It weighs about 8.5 pounds. If you have a baby at home, or if you're a working mom and can't find time to get some extra workouts in your schedule, we have some tips for you. That's coming up after the break.
Lady Exercise, we could call her Susan Powder if we wanted to, but we're going to call her Lindsay Boach. She is talking about some quick workouts this morning for busy working moms or even dads.
Yes, good morning, guys. I have been instructed that we're not going to be throwing the baby in the air, so that's good news.
Very good.
But there are some things that you can do if you're a mom and you have a newborn or a younger child that you're watching with that child to get them involved in your workout as well. I'm going to pass the baby off to Jill Shute, who is another certified personal trainer here at Advanced Wellness. What are some things that you can do during your lunch break or at home with the child?
The first thing I want to say is that it has to be doable and easy so that you will actually do this workout. And what I want to focus on our lunch break is a lower body, your legs and your glutes. So what I want to do first is walk around. All the babies want to be moving and rocking. So we're going to do a minute of walking or lunging up and down or walking up and down the steps. When you're done with that, we're going to do some squats, holding the baby upright and just keeping the eye contact with the baby so you can do your 10 squats. And then we're going to go back to the walking or using the steps again for another minute. And then the baby's going to be fussing or something, and we're going to do some lunges, right leg and then left leg, 10 on each leg. Go back to your 1 minute of high knees, bringing those knees up as high as you can, just keeping that baby up and moving with you. It's not an excuse that you have a baby. You just use it for a little extra resistance. And then after you finish your third 1 minute of walking or high knees or steps, then we're going to do some plie squats with those legs wide, and again, squatting down with the baby right in front of you. Back to your 1 minute of walking or high knees again, and then we're going to do some standing side leg raises. So in those 5 minutes, we've worked the entire lower body.
And how important is it to have not only upper body, which we talked about earlier, but your lower body worked as well?
It's so functional because you have to we're going to be on our feet and our legs all the time. And if you're not strong enough, we want to have strong hips and knees, you're going to have some breakdowns in those hips and in those knees. We want to keep them strengthened.
So having a child, not an excuse, it's an added bonus.
Absolutely.
Okay. And now if you're a working mother or if you don't have any children, some tips at the workplace.
Really easy. If you've got 15 minutes on a lunch break, walk around your office, take a walk outside. It's so great to get some fresh air. It rejuvenates you and re-energizes you. Lunges and squats in an office may seem a little awkward, so you can still do it at your desk. Close your door and do some squats at your desk, or go into the bathroom at the kitchen or at the sink there and do some squats there. Just anything to stay moving for 10 to 15 minutes, and that's what is important.
Now, I've read in some magazines that some people are taking the circle balls and replacing their chair with those. How beneficial is that?
That's great. That's super because that helps to engage your core, your abdominals, and your back to stay balanced on that ball so that you're not slouching and arching the back either direction. It's great. It's a great idea.
And we're going to be talking a little bit more about working your abs later on in the show, but for now we're going to send things back to you guys.
Moms at home who think you don't have any time to work out, we've got some news for you. You might want to listen up because we have some quick and easy tips to help you work out throughout your day when you're at home with your child or if you have to go to work. We're going to use this ball right here coming up next.
So you're making breakfast, you're playing with the kids, maybe getting them ready for school, thinking, gosh, I wish I had time to work out for myself.
Ask and you shall receive. Lindsay Boach is at Advanced Wellness this morning. She has some tips for you, don't you, Lindsay?
Yes, I do. Good morning, guys. We went over some upper body activities earlier. We went over lower body activities. If you missed all of those, they will be available on our Facebook page, so don't worry if you've missed those. We will have those available too. But now we're going to talk a little bit about your core and stretching, which is really important as well. Ann joins me again, and we're going to use this ball. So we're going to do some crunches, it looks like.
Yep, we're going to go ahead. These are things that you can do at the end of the day. You can do them any day, but this is a great thing you can do with your kids. Once you get home in the evening and it's time to kind of wind down, kids can do this with you. They can hang out with you. We'll go ahead and we'll start with some crunches on a stability ball. This can be done on the floor. It can be done on a stability ball. Just making sure that you always maintain a nice tight core. You're going to come through and go into some crunching, tightening through those abdominal muscles. When you're finished with this, this is another good stretch for chest and for your low back. and your abs to come through and stretch over that stability ball.
Not to mention it feels good when you do that. Stretching always feels good.
From there, you don't want to forget, once you've done your abs, you want to do your low back. So a good exercise for your low back would be low back extensions, and you would just take an opposite hand and leg, and you're going to reach this across the room, lengthening out, and you're going to alternate from your right to your left side, back and forth. Do these 10 times on each side. That would be a great amount of number to do, and then you can repeat that again with your crunches on the ball.
And how important is it to remember to do not only your abs, but your lower back as well?
Always important to do opposing muscle groups. So a nice tight core helps with low back pain, a nice firm low back. It just gives you a nice slimming, thinner section through the middle. The other thing that you want to remember to do at the end of the day is stretching. So stretching you could do right on the floor with the kids. Just a nice general stretch for the hamstring, which runs the back of the leg, would be just a straight leg up. You can also do what we call a figure 4, and you can place your foot right on your knee, and you can just pull back through there.
And again, these are things that you can do at home. You don't necessarily have to go to the gym. You know, the only thing that we used in this segment were these balls, but you can pick these up anywhere. This has a little something inside of it.
Yeah, there's sand in the bottom.
Sand in the bottom.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a ballast ball, and there's sand in the bottom of this ball, and it can be used for all sorts of things.
Great.
Training and
All right. Any other tips that we didn't go over yet?
No, just make sure you get it in. Involve your kids. Take 5 minutes for yourself. You deserve it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ann, and thank you very much to Advanced Wellness for having us here this morning and teaching us about all these different things that you can do at home. You don't need to come to the gym. You don't need to change into your workout clothes. You can do these right in your living room.
Can I ask you a question real quick before Ann goes away?
Yeah.
You mentioned stretching after workout. How important is it to stretch your muscles before you work out?
Chad wants to know how important it is to stretch your muscles before you work out.
It's always good to warm up. If you've got some tight muscles, maybe calves, it's always good you can stand on a set of stairs and drop your heels down. But just warming up and moving is probably the most important thing, and you can stretch through the end.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you, Lindsay.